Hey guys, okay, so let's do this thing. So this is my 2-pot cook kit, which the video I posted up a while back, and it has been by far my most popular video, and a lot of people engaged with it and asked a lot of questions, and a lot of people have been giving suggestions about how to complete the kit. So a little bit of backstory: when I made this kit, I did not find a cover to suit perfectly, and I said I would find something, and I actually did, and I said in the comments that I did find something which fits. So without further ado, this is the kit with the cover that fits. So in the past, this is the pot that this is my 550 light Toaks, and this is the Toaks D103 550, which forms a perfect fit between the two of them. And when you open them up, everything is self-contained: gas, stove, lighter, scrubby, grabber, everything. But the 550 cover does not fit in here, as I showed in the past video. So what cover did I get? And it's in here. So this is this brand is Tom Shoe. It actually comes from a coffee cup. I'll throw a picture up here, y'all can have a look at it. So it's a titanium coffee cup, and they allow you to buy the lid separately. You can buy the lid, you can buy the cup, or you can buy them together. So this lid was $6 and something cents. So not very expensive, 6 USD. So, and it is not the lightest cover around. It's 27 grams, slightly heavier than the Toaks cover. But anyway, the point is that it fits perfectly. Its diameter is exactly 103 millimeters. So it doesn't fall in, it cannot fall in. It sits perfectly on the side. It has a little notch here for you to pick it up. I have marked it out. I'm thinking of taking the grinder to it to take it off, and so that it fits perfectly. And you ask, then how am I going to pick it up off the pot? So I did mention in the past video that I didn't want to use the Ruda carbon fiber pot because carbon fiber lid, because I generally like to put my pots, not generally, but when there is a campfire, I like to put my pot on the campfire, and sometimes, you know, it's like very much in the campfire per se. So the carbon fiber wouldn't do too well in there. That's why I was looking for a titanium pot of sort, cover of sorts. So I came up with this, and this fits. This is the best I can find that fits perfectly well, and I don't know whether to take this off, but I was thinking I really like the little triangle nublets that the handle that Toaks and everybody else puts on their cover to lift it off. And so I went a little bit further. I bought a little titanium wire for a couple of dollars, and to make the little piece that's welded onto it, I had this. This is the balance of a Boundless Voyage titanium plate, which I took out the bottom from, and I've kept it because I saw, hey, there's some titanium on the side here, I might need it one day. And indeed I did. So I took the angle grinder, cut out a slot, and then I got a piece. Come on, come out. Don't be shy. I got a piece like this. It was a lot longer before that. And then I needed to bend it to get that little U-piece for the wire to run underneath, right? And so I came up with this. So this is just a piece of wood. So now I'm actually going to the how do I make it, right? Got a piece of wood, cut out a small slot, took a butane torch to this until it is absolutely red hot, and I got my daughter to help me with this. So I placed the red hot thing on here. She put this little welding rod on top, and I gave it a nice solid whack with the hammer. And it came out much better than I expected. I first made one like this. It came out really nice. And then I took the angle grinder to it, which was my first one. No, this is my first one. And if you can see here, this slot is a bit offset, so the wire wouldn't sit properly in it. It still does, but it wouldn't sit perfect. So I took an angle grinder to it and all that. And to cut out the slot here, you can use the flat cutting disc, the thin one, but you got to come in really solid and steady. So when your disc is there, you got to bring in real steady and go in. Mine shook a little bit and it took it off to the side. So we made another one, and this time you can see the slot is almost perfect in the middle. I basically just copied the what's that? Toaks design, sorry. And yeah, so I've got this, and now I need to put it onto here. So for all of those of you who are thinking, God, this is too complicated, I agree with you. It is too complicated. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. So you can actually use just a simple pot, what is it called, a knob? Something like what, Four Dog Designs? What are they called? Yeah, so I think it's 4dog.com, yeah, the guy at 4dog. He uses a little wooden knob at the top. You can use these things, 1 minute. If you want to stay with the titanium team, you can get these things. They are basically rope ends, also titanium, so they don't conduct heat at all. And you can just drill a hole through and mount it up. It will be the same thing as a little wooden knob that would allow you to pick up the cover. Or you could make this out of aluminium or aluminum, as the people across the pond call it, and you can just use a little bits of little pin rivets to hold it in place, so drill through and get little brass pin rivets and rivet that in. There's many ways to mount it, but the point is that, well, this in itself is actually good enough. You could easily pick this off with the grabber, with your glove, no worries at all. But if you want to go a little bit further, there is this little thing that can be done. And so if I'm not going to use rivets and all that, what am I going to do? There's been another project which I wanted to build in the past, so that was the spot welder using a microwave transformer. So I built it. Yeah, that cost me all of, what did it cost me? It cost me 20 bucks, 20 ringgit in welding cable and probably another $15 or so in connectors. So 40 ringgit, $10, 10 USD all in maximum. And the rest was just bits around the shop. I'll just drop a picture here. So to make the triangle, if you want to go that way, your bend, when it goes out here, it needs to not, what should I say, go past this place. So actually a little bit to the left would be good. So we need to make a triangle like that, and then up and then round. So I'm just going to get my little plier and have a go at it. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but it should work out. So I guess somewhere there. I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, jeweler's pliers would be better because they don't have those sharp bits to bite down. Okay, so then if I want to have it equal, I would need it to be 18. So I need 18 millimeters. So from there, so from here, 18 millimeters is, get a marker. Okay. I am so winging it. So something like this. 16, 18 is here. And bend it along the same axis, try. So then now 18 again. I'm like the worst DIY guy around, right? All the other guys make videos which are so pro. And what am I doing? Winging it. So that's triangle. And then I'm gonna bend it in. So if this is 10, I need 8 on this. So I need to cut here. Okay. I think my plier will be able to make the cut. Let's see. Yep, there you go. I'm just going to square out this thing a little bit with a file so that it can meet properly. Okay, so that's squared up, and now, oh gosh, bend it in to meet. How's that for a triangle? Overlap, bring it back, straighten up. Maybe bring this out a little bit, bring this out a little bit. Tweak it a little tiny bit. Okay. I think that came out quite okay, don't you? Yeah, just gonna overlap it a little bit. So bring it there. So now it's properly in. So that being the longer side has to be on the side of the fold. So if I do that, it's gonna stay up. Pull it this side, it can fall down. This is turning out way better than I expected. So next order of business. So I'm just gonna mark out this side so that it is, I can see that it's the longer one and I won't miss it. And I'm going to put some marking here. It'll come off later, no worries. Okay. So I did test out my spot welder. Over here, if you can see the burn marks. I think clearing it up a little bit, taking off the oxide layer. So titanium forms an oxide layer, which is something like aluminum on the surface when it is left, an inert oxide layer. So I think it behaves better when there's no oxide on it. So I am going to I tried to use a file and all that on this, but because I used a hammer and it's not perfectly flat, I can't get the center part. So I'm going to take a small Dremel tool and polish this off. And then I'm going to, I guess I'm going to do this, cover the brand name, make it my own. If I do it halfway, it's going to look weird. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to take a pencil and draw this out. So take a pencil. How's that? I guess it's okay, right? So something like that. Cover as much branding as I can. And then trace that out. This is my daughter's pencil. It's pink. Pretty pink. Alright, so I have a little bit of a marking there, if it can come out. And I'm just basically going to probably just take this section out, maybe. Sand this out. And sand this section out. Because I'm going to be welding, doing the spot weld, smack in the middle. I'm not going to be doing anything close to the edge, so it really does not matter. So I'll be back in a bit. Get it out and get it on with. Okay, simple Dremel tool with a round bit stone. Okay, so this is clean. This is clean. And I am going to be doing this now. No idea how it's going to work, but let's give it a shot. So this will be like that. Lift it up, stays up, drop it, goes down. That's the plan. I'm going to bring my homemade welding machine. Okay, so this is my welding machine. I'm elevating a little bit because I want to put a clamp on the jaws to get some proper location. So just double checking. This is my marked side. Marked side. Put it down. Moment of truth. So line this up. Okay, so this is set up. Whew. I'm going to take a side shot of this. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's do the other side first, just to be sure. One more. I'm going to be doing, I guess, 3. Right, so that got a bit hot, but how's that? So yeah, it's a little bit loose, but worked out, I think. So that's my cover for my pot. In the fire. Stays up, packs away. So I guess I hope this answers the question of what lid I'm going to use. And yeah, kind of straight. I think it went off a little bit, but it's all right. So that's my kit, guys. So this is how I'll be packing it. Fold it, pack it, cover goes first, and pot goes in, and that's it. I don't have my GSI drip with me because it's in a bag after a trip I took, so it's still in another bag, work trip. Yep, my kit is complete. So as always, guys, I appreciate your time. I appreciate all the interactions, and thank you for making this two-part video my best, absolute best performing video of all time. Keep the comments coming, and let me know what you think. Like I mentioned, I went all out and basically built a little triangle ring for myself, but the cover is what's important. This is the Tom Shoe or any other brand coffee cup titanium lid, and that's what fits the Pot 103. So what you use to pick it up, even if you just use the little what do you call this, lip at the side to pick it up, it's still fine. You can use a grabber, you can use a little pot grabber. GSI makes a little nice tiny one. You can pick it up like that. You can put like a knob, like I mentioned just now. You can make something like this out of aluminium and just use pin rivets, which are also very discreet and very lightweight. Or you could go all out and basically put some extra time into it and make a full-blown D-ring with a little stand-up latch notch and all that stuff. Yeah, there's so many options. I know it's a lot of work. A lot of people will say it's too much work, but I'm in it for the hobby, I'm in it for the fun, and also to prove to myself that I can build a spot welding machine and all that. It's all part of the fun. So yeah, you can put as much or as little time as you want into this. No time even if you just use the lid as it is. But so far in my research, this is the lid that fits the best. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.